On today's show, we are talking about why Miss Independent can't find Mr. Right. So I'm going to start this off by saying I got an email. I got an email from this accomplished lady. And here's what she said to me. So the email went something like this. Dear Ken, I have a PhD. I am an accomplished woman, though thus I don't have a man. I wonder why I cannot find the right guy. I must be doing something wrong. People have told me that men are intimidated by me because of the way that I carry myself. I am not sure. I do want to know why I can't find Mr. Right. I am an independent woman, an independent thinker, and I'm not going to take any bullshit. So help me, Ken. What is wrong? Sign, Natalie. Sign, Natalie. Hey, Natalie wants to know, why can't I find Mr. Right and I am Miss Independent? So today's show is why Miss Independent can't find Mr. Right. Now, I'm about to go into this, y'all. And so today is a great show. I want you to share it with anybody you can, anybody who wants to know why we're going to talk about it. So let's start it. Y'all know I always tell you how to do stuff, but more importantly, I tell you why to do it. So let's start this off by saying this. Women have been conditioned their whole life incorrectly, okay? Women have been taught to wait. Women have been taught to wait. Think about it. Your mom told you want to be a good girl. Says, wait on him, number one, to approach you. Number two, wait on him to ask for your number. Then you wait on him to ask you out. That's what we've been taught. But that thinking is flawed. I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to come real today. This is flawed thinking because what we're really saying is in the area of dating, in a woman's life, we can control every area of our life except our dating life. And our dating life and our love life is on a man's time and timetable. It's on his timetable, and on his terms. And so what happens is when we get into a relationship is we wait. We wait on him. He's going to ask me out. If he doesn't ask me out, then it's not meant to be. And so you are proactive in every area of your life except for your dating life. Okay? Every area. Your career, proactive. You got degree. Like she said, she's got a doctorate degree, a PhD. In your health, you take control. Can't nobody tell me what to do with my body, right? But when it comes to your romantic dating life, you let men dictate the terms and the time, okay? I'm getting into it. And so I'm going to tell y'all something. I follow all kinds of different relationship consultants, and many of them say some great stuff. And I study and I want to learn and I want to show myself approved, y'all. I probably read over 2,000 books in the area of human development. I want to know why we do what we do. And I get it. It's because a lot of what we do is we've been conditioned to do it. You've been conditioned. Women have been conditioned because I never forget my mom told my sister the same thing. You want to be a good girl. And so this is the way you act. But that thinking is flawed because now you're allowing somebody to dictate the terms by which you date. So I want to give you a couple of dating truths. And I want you to understand this, and we're going to take a different approach to dating, a different approach to looking at how we attract the man of your dreams. Number one, understand this. Number one, don't chase anything or anyone. Whenever you heard people say, I won't chase that money, I'm on that money chase. No, I don't chase anything. I don't chase a damn thing. When you chase something, the thing you're chasing always runs from you. When you chase something, that means that you're chasing, you're running, you're pursuing something, and that what you're pursuing is running from you. My approach is I am attracting money. I am attracting the man of my dreams or the woman of my dreams. When you attract it, the person, that thing comes to you. The thing comes to you. Number one, it's not Right. Because when you chase it, that which you pursue runs from you. So what I want to do is teach you how to attract the thing that you desire. Okay, but we got to understand, first thing is there are some things that women do, some truths that you need to understand. There are some truths that you need to understand. The first truth is men are life partners, not life savers. See, men are life partners, not life savers. So what happens is you got all these women out there and a lot of men understanding that a woman is looking for a lifesaver, someone to come in and save me, throw me that life raft. And the truth is, they're your partner, not your lifesaver. You got a lot of guys that come in and, they want to be, and my wife says it beautifully. My wife said they want to be Captain Saberhole. They want to be Captain Saberhole, and they want to go out there and save all these hoes in the world. And when I say hoe, I mean literally you out there, women out there trying to find love the wrong way, and you out there giving your body thinking that I'm going to get an emotional connection by doing that. And these men out here, a lot of them understand that. And what they do is they prey on it. They prey on it. So the first thing you got to understand, you're not looking for a lifesaver, you're looking for a life partner. Okay, men are not life savers, they're life partners. Second thing is, men approach women less nowadays because women are less approachable. Men approach women less nowadays because women are less approachable. You know what? So here's the thing. When we get into this formula, y'all, of how you need to approach dating moving forward, how you can take control of your own life, I tell everybody, you want to take control of your own life. Be 100% responsible for the results you get. The results you get, be 100% responsible. All right, so what happens is now women have this thought process. Again, they have been conditioned wrong. The condition has been incorrect. They have been conditioned to say, okay, if a man doesn't approach me, if a man wants me, he will approach me. If a man wants me, he will approach me. That's not true. That is not true. Because a lot of times women are less approachable. Okay, you're looking at a woman, a man makes eye contact with a woman. Because the truth is, can we be honest? Men are fragile too. But a man, what you're expecting a man to is put his ego on the line every single time. So he's got to come up to you and talk to you and risk rejection. Men are just as fragile as women. And women make the assumption that a man is supposed to come up and make his case known. Pursue you. Chase me. Yeah, that's what we've been all taught. Chase me. And then you don't draw the conclusion that a man is just as afraid of rejection as a woman. He is. But because society says, here's what we're supposed to do, then if he doesn't do it, he don't want me. If he's not, and that's so far from the truth. If you think, if you make the assumption, if he's attracted to me, he would approach me. That's not true. And so I was listening to a YouTube, a TED Talk from this lady. She's a relationship coach. And man, it compelled me to study it more. And I thought about it. And I was like, this lady is on to something. Matter of fact, I hit her on Facebook to be my friend. I don't even know, she don't know me. But I found her on Facebook and I thought the way she approached it, she put some science to what I had been saying. Okay? Her name was Annie White, right? I'll give her credit. I ain't trying to steal what because she said it. And I thought it was powerful. She gave this formula. And I'm going to give you the formula today. And I agreed with it. And I said, wow. So, but I'm going to tell you why the formula works before I give it to you. Number one, the formula that I'm about to give you works because you control the interaction. See, most women allow men to control the interaction. And when the interaction doesn't go the way they want it to go, then they blame themselves. But they blame themselves and they've never controlled the interaction. Okay? We're going to talk about it in a second. The second thing that this formula does, this technique does, is it changes the perception of the man. See, here's how men think. If a man believes that you have nothing else going on. You're not busy. You don't have anything going on. And he believes that now whatever I do, I can get away with it. He gonna try to get away with it. Okay? And so when you do this, when you use these techniques, the perception of the man changes, because now he realizes that you got something going on too. Your life is full. I don't need you to complete me. I simply need you to compliment me. Okay? What people are looking for, I've heard somebody say, I need somebody to complete me. No, you don't. No one can complete you. People can compliment you, but they can't complete you. And so now, and then the last thing is why it works. This formula, I'm going to give it to you. It conditions you as a woman to look for opportunities. Just like you look for opportunities in your career. You look for opportunities in a mate. And what happens is, all you have to do, and it kills me when women say things like this. They say things like this. They say, no good men. All these men out here cheat. Oh, and the only reason people say that is because it justifies the behavior. Or it's better because if I say it that way, then my situation isn't as bad. Okay, I can justify my situation, not having anyone that loves me, not having anyone that I love. And so I say that all men cheat, which is not true. They say all men cheat, no men commit. That's a lie. That's the lie that you tell yourself to justify your current circumstance. Stop saying that, because when you say that, what you do is you lower your vibrational pattern. You lower it, and now you're going to attract that. Stop saying that shit, y'all. And what we're going to do in this class that we're doing, we're going to show you how to raise your vibrational pattern, raise your vibrational frequency so that you get on another wavelength so you can attract the person of your dreams. Be it a woman, be it a man, it does not matter. We're going to show you how to attract. Because when you say things like that, what happens is this. You condition yourself to that negative response. That negative response creates emotions. You attach to those emotions, you begin feeling a certain way, and then it lowers your frequency. Now, you attract everything on that frequency. And then you blame everybody else because you don't have the relationship of your dreams. It ain't their fault. It's your fault. Take control of your life. Be willing to take control of your own life. Yes, yes, yes. Stop absolving yourself of responsibility. You can attract the relationship of your dreams. You can attract it. But the thing is, you've got to be willing to do the work that requires to attract it. Just like this movie, The Secret. The movie, The Secret, was powerful. The movie said if you confess it, believe it, and allow it, meaning receive it, then you will have it. The problem with that is The Secret was a great movie. It was a great start. But the law of attraction, they missed out one thing. In between confessing and receiving, there's a little thing called work. There's a little thing called work. And in that work, in that you got to work. You got to act as if. You got to do the things that the person who has the relationship that you want would be doing. The truth of the matter is, the reason why you don't have a better person in your life is because you haven't become a better version of yourself. That's why you haven't attracted the relationship that you want, is because you aren't willing to become a better version of yourself. And until you're willing to become a better version of yourself, you will not attract a better person. Period. The work. So let me give you now. The reason why I'm giving you this formula, because in our new class, in our new course, I'm going to teach you. Milani, my business partner, Milani Shani, is going to teach you the inner work. She's going to help you get over the limiting beliefs, the things that have held you down, the things when somebody hurt you in the past. We're going to get over that. She's going to help you get over those things. And then what I'm going to do is help you get the outer stuff, the practical tips, how to date, how to text, what to say, what not to say, what to do, what not to do, the things to look for. I'm going to give you the outer work, the outer stuff. She's going to give you the inner stuff. And combined, what we're going to do is we're going to help you and put you in a position to attract the person of your dreams, be it woman or man. I don't care what gender it is. Has nothing to do with gender. If you're a female and you want a female, okay, fine. But we only accept and feel me. Come on. The principles matter. The principles. You can't help who you love. You can help how you love. Okay? You can't help who you love, but you can't help how you love. And so we're going to teach you how to love. A new way to love. So I want to give you this formula that I got from Annie. And I thought was, and she said what I've been saying. Control the interaction. So the first thing you do if you see somebody that you like, that you want, number one, you initiate the question. You initiate the question. Like, for instance, she said when she found her guy, she said they were, I guess, in the gym, and she said, number one, she initiated the question. She saw the guy, they made eye contact. She said, she started off with a question. And the question is powerful because in the book that we wrote, Melania and I wrote a book called Just Ask. 50 principles, 50 questions to know if he's the one. Questions are powerful. So she said, would you be willing to help me work out and learn how to do this exercise correctly? All right? It was a question that she asked. She started the engagement. This whole formula is called flirt first. Because we've been taught to wait on everything. Wait on him to ask you out. Wait on him to ask for your number. Wait on him to do this or do that. No. Flirt first. Take control. Be proactive. Okay? Now, you start. Now I'm going to give you the formula of how to flirt first. Now, y'all, the reason why a lot of people don't want to flirt first is because you say, I'm an old school, I'm this and that, and you're going to miss out on a whole bunch of opportunities. Because what you don't realize is men are just as afraid of rejection as you are. They're just as afraid. Okay? We might act like we tough because we're a man, but the truth is our egos are fragile as hell. As fragile as hell. I mean, and so what happens is when we meet somebody, we might see a woman, a man, I know men who will let the woman of their dreams walk right by them. Right by them. In his heart, he wants to say something, but because the fear of rejection is so powerful that he'll walk right by her, she'll walk right by him. Okay? So don't get it twisted. Men are just as afraid. But in this flirt first strategy is you initiate it. You see a guy, because you don't ever know. Number one, ask a question. Hey, ask the question. Number two, because remember, you Miss Independent and you like, I got all this and all that. He need to come to me. Stop all that shit, y'all. For real. Stop it. All right. The second thing is when you ask the question, the man, at that point, I want you to understand this. When you ask the question first, do you know that you control the conversation? There is a book called The 7 Powers of Questions. Then it intrigued me so much years ago that I read it, and I realized the power of questions. That was the reason why that Melania and I got together and wrote the book. Just ask 50 questions to find out if he's the one, to know if he's the one, because questions are so powerful. Do you ever wonder why Oprah Winfrey is so powerful? And the truth is, Oprah Winfrey, what does she do? She asks questions. She asks questions that evoke emotions. She asks questions that evoke emotions. The truth is now, when you control in this flirt first formula, I'm going to teach it for real when we get in our class. I'm going to teach you how you ask the question. And then after you ask the question, you see how the interaction goes. If the person is with it or whatever, then now, if nothing happens, you move on. But if the person might be interested because he was afraid to ask, you ask, then what you do after you ask the question during the interaction, now you make the introduction. You introduce yourself, okay? You introduce yourself. Hey, I'm Ken. Good to meet you. After, hey, would you help me with this? And the guy was like, when I heard her story, she was like, I said, I'll help you lift weights. I'll show you. His eyes lit up. Then she analyzed his behavior. Then she said, okay, now I see what's going on. Let me introduce myself. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ho. Okay, I did this. Anyway, she introduced herself. And then the third part of the formula is the exchange. She determines if she wants to exchange her number with him. So that whole interaction, and she ended up marrying the guy, y'all. But the guy said he would never have said anything to her. He was too scared. He was scared. He's afraid of rejection, just like many men are. All of us are. The number one fear is the fear of rejection above dying. The number one fear is the fear of rejection. So what I'm saying to you is this. Number one, be willing. Be willing to be first. Be willing to ask. Take control of your own life, even your romantic life. Y'all, at the end of the day, what is the worst that could happen? The only thing that could happen is, number one, you might find out you're not interested. He might find out he's not interested. But the truth of the matter is, what's going to happen is you're going to get better at this. All you need to find is one guy. That's it. That's all you need to do is one guy. And I'm not saying, some people will say I'm old school or whatever. I'm simply saying, if you want to take control, why not? Why not? Why not take control? So that's just my take on it. Somebody else might have a different take, but that's my take. And you know what? On this show, Love, Lust, and Lies, I'm going to give it to you as I see it. As I see it. This is Ken Canion, the host of Love, Lust, and Lies. You guys have a great weekend. Thank you so much for listening. All right. Peace.